Hello everyone. I am reading Faith the Story and I thought that you guys were going to come along. It's called Nella, the Princess Knight by Sisters. One sunny afternoon, Princess Nella and Princess Norma were enjoying a tea party in the garden behind the castle. Nella did a trick with a cookie. She used a spoon to catapult into the air, then caught it on the back of one of her hands and rolled it up her arm, across her shoulders, and down the other arm. It made Norma giggle. Hearing the laughter, Trinket trotted over to the sisters. "We're having a best sisters play date," Nella told her. "Care for a spot of lemonade?" But before Nella could serve Trinket, a giant snowball fell out of the sky and landed on her best unicorn friend. "How can it be snowing?" Trinket asked. "There's a cloud in the sky." "Come on, Norma," said Nella. "We've got to get you inside." She picked up her little sister and carried her into the house. Just then, Sir Garrett and Claude rushed over. "Nella, Trinket," said Sir Garrett. "Giant snowballs are flying all over the kingdom." Suddenly, a strange voice echoed from far away. "I'll show you," it said. Nella and her friends looked at the two mountains in the distance. They saw a huge creature on top of each peak. "Rock giants." "They're making a big mess," said Nella, "and I've got to do something about it. My heart is shining bright. Time to be a princess knight." Nella transformed into a princess knight. She and Trinket rode to one peak while Sir Garrett and Claude galloped to the other. On one snowy mountain, Nella met a rock giant named Trevor. Nella learned that Trevor was throwing snow at his little brother, Grud, who was on the other mountain. "He's such a pain," Trevor grumbled. Nella had an idea to help the brothers get along. "If you're tired of throwing snowballs at your brother, you could always come to the castle for a tea party with lots of pretty cups and lemonade and cookies. Cookies are my favorite. I'd love to come," Trevor said. Nella transformed her sword into a bow and shot a ribbon arrow with an invitation on it. The arrow sailed all the way to the other peak where Sir Garrett caught it. Sir Garrett handed the invitation to Grud. The giant read the note. "I'm invited to a tea party with cookies? I love cookies. Thanks, you guys." Later, Nella was preparing for the tea party. Sir Garrett and Claude arrived first with their guests from the mountain. Grud tried to sit on a chair, but he crushed it with its massive weight. "Don't worry about that," Nella said, handing him a teacup. Then everyone heard booming footsteps. It was Trevor. The two brothers glared at each other and said, "What's he doing here?" The giant scooped up snowballs, ready to fight. Nella stood behind them. "Let's all stay calm and play nice," she said. But they didn't listen. Trevor threw the first snowball. "Dragon burps," Sir Garrett exclaimed when a giant snowball rolled into him. "Stop throwing snowballs at me, Trevor," warned Grud. "No, you stop throwing snowballs at me, Grud," Trevor replied. "Guys," shouted Nella, "you're brothers." You've got to start getting along. Nella thought of what both brothers loved. Cookies. She quickly showed everyone her trick. Too bad we don't have a giant spoon, said Trevor. So we could do what you were doing. Nella smiled. Maybe this will do. She transformed her sword into a lance and handed it to Trevor. He balanced it on a rock and put a cookie on one end. What do you got to say?
Just like me and Stevie got along.
Here you go, little bro, Trevor said as he swatted the handle of the lance. The cookie popped into the air. Grud caught the cookie, ate it in one bite, and yelled again. Nella looked around happily. Now, this is a tea party. Trevor smiled at his little brother. You know, you can be kind of fun, little bro. Grud smiled back at his little brother. You too, big bro. Norma looked up at her big sister and cooed. I really couldn't agree more, Norma, said Nella, as she reached down and hugged her little sister. The best sisters and the best brothers enjoyed the rest of the tea party with their friends. The end.
The end.
How'd you like it?
Yes.
You like
How
the story?
you guys like it? Like and subscribe.
And share. Well, that's the end of the story. And we will see you next time.
If you want to show your friends, you can.
Right. You can. Share it with them. Subscribe.
And
like. And when we come back again, we have more exciting things.
And comment us.
Yes, you can do that too.
And say what's your favorite part of the story.
Yes, that's a good idea. Smart.
And you can watch my YouTube channel. Good.
Okay. All right, everyone. It's time for me to get Faith some dinner and a bath and bed. School's tomorrow. We'll be back with more videos. Where I have a lot of things that we're going to do, and a lot of different projects. And we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.